Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am starting a new episode where we are going to be established with V, and this episode is called Self-Sabotage. Are we addicting to feeling bad? This is a topic that is very personal to me because I have a tendency to self-sabotage myself, and I'm pretty sure that a lot of people out there have self-sabotaging tendencies. So I did jot down a few notes here just to open up and say welcome back to my channel. If you haven't subscribed, please like, comment, and subscribe below so you can be updated on any new videos that I may upload and you don't miss any episodes. So I'm super excited. This is episode 1 of Stabilish with V. And like I said, we're going to talk about self-sabotaging. This behavior can be a symptom of a few things and can be some underlying issues like low self-esteem, fear of success, failure, past trauma, unrealistic expectations, or a need to maintain control. Personally, I've always had self-sabotage tendencies because I just always had a point in my life where I don't feel like I deserve certain things, or I'm so used to losing that I don't know when I'm winning. So I guess that can be something that we can discuss in this episode, because when you're always losing, you don't even know when you're winning. Like paying your bills, being able to pay all your bills every month is winning. And being able to come home every day after you travel back and forth to work is winning, because some people don't make it home. Some people don't leave in the morning to go to work and they don't make it home in the afternoon. And that's winning. So when you look at different situations and you're wondering like, am I winning? Am I getting ahead in life? You are. You are winning. You are getting ahead in life, because some people don't make it home. Some people don't even wake up and get out of the bed. Some people don't even get a chance to say, I'm sorry. So always remember those small things, and you just know that you are winning no matter what, because you were able to wake up and you're able to get an additional 24 hours that that person couldn't get because they didn't wake up or they didn't even make it home. I did jot down a few notes here. Some of my personal sabotage behaviors can be procrastination, perfectionist, thinking I'm not good enough, thinking I'm not pretty enough, thinking I'm not good enough to record a video. Like, it took me a long time. I've been thinking about doing this podcast for a while, and it's taken me a long time to actually pull out that microphone, pull out that ring light, and do it. So when you're thinking about things that you want to do and thinking about all of the things that you want to accomplish in life, you just got to do it. You just got to jump out there and do it, no matter how you're feeling, no matter what's going on in your life. Just do it. So some of the things that I have jotted down here was procrastination, perfectionist, self-medication, comfort eating. That's a big one for me. I tend to find comfort in food, which I love food. But when I'm sad or when I'm down and depressed, I tend to eat more, and it tends to be a comfort for me. And that can be self-sabotaging, because we're not meant to eat all the time. Like, we're not meant to abuse our body with food, and people don't know that it's abuse, a form of abuse when you're overeating. Injury, refusing help. Oh my God. How many times have you needed help from a friend? Just needed words of comfort, needed someone to say, hey, I'll pick you up, or hey, I'll lend you $100 to Friday. And you don't want to ask because for whatever reason, you don't even want to reach out to a friend that can help you. You're just like, I'll take the loss. I'm not asking anybody for help. And I understand, because people will throw it back in your face. But if you have a really good friend and you have someone that you can trust, with your issues, ask for help. It doesn't make you less of a person if you don't ask for help. There are strangers that'll help you. So just ask for help. Another reason is blaming others, creating conflict, pushing away people. That is a huge issue because I have labeled myself as a turtle, which means when I feel offended or if someone hurts my feelings, I shut down. I block you. I don't want to talk to nobody. I'll even change my number and I won't have nothing to do with you. I will block you out my life because that is my way of protecting myself, my feelings, and protecting my space. And I don't want you a part of it. I don't want you to text me and tell me you're sorry. I don't want to hear anything because you offended me too much to where I don't want to hear anything from you. So I'm going in my shell and I'll see you when I see you. So let's just talk about some of the triggers that you may have when you're self-sabotaging yourself. And it could be very devastating, determining thoughts and situations on what triggers you or why you feel like you are self-sabotaging yourself. Because that is and can be a mental issue as to why you're self-sabotaging yourself. Everybody deserves a chance. Everybody deserves to be happy and everybody deserves to have a good life. So if you think you're not deserving to own a house, if you think you're not deserving to drive a nice car, if you think you're not deserving to be in a good relationship, that's not true. Everybody is deserving of all of these things. So, let me just give you a few tips on what you can do to work on yourself, so you don't self-sabotage yourself. And some of the things that has helped me is reversing negative talk and speak positive affirmations in your life and speak goodness and happiness and do things and get out, exercise, walk, read a book, have a self-care day. Do anything that you may need to help you get out of that negative thinking. That usually helps me. Even just taking a bath, just reading a book, watching a favorite movie, anything that you may need to help you get out of you having those negative thoughts that can trigger the self-sabotaging issues that you're having. Doubting yourself. Everybody doubts themselves. Everybody has a moment where they're saying, hey, I don't think I can do this. I don't think that I'll be able to complete this, accomplish this. I don't even think I'll be able to start this. Just start it and figure it out later. That's what I do. I just start it and I can figure it out later. And I can come to the conclusion that, hey, I really like this or I don't like it. And then you can just start another hobby. But doubting yourself is questioning one's ability and worthiness. You don't want to do that to yourself because it's always negative thinking about yourself. You want to think positive things, good things about yourself because why not? Why not? Some people use self-medication, drugs, alcohol, whatever it is they may think that's helping them. It's just sabotaging their life. Anytime that you're doing any of those things, you're never going to start your dream. You're never going to start that business. You're never going to start anything because you're going to always be high, drunk, and you're never going to have the ideas that you need to start that business. Let's think about some of the things that can help trigger those ideas and thoughts in your mind. When you're thinking about starting that business, you want to come up with a plan, take notes. You want to have a plan. Even if you're not that type of person who can do a 5-day plan, do a 3-day plan, do a day plan. At night, write down your thoughts and ideas of what you think you want to do for the next day and what you think you want to accomplish within the next 24 hours and start there. You can set your alarm Wake up early before your house whole wakes up. If you have small children, you can just say, you know what, I'm going to wake up at 6 a.m. I'm going to write out my plan for today. And then I'm going to do a checklist and check off each time that I check off something on my checklist, and just keep a discipline. You know, with anything that you do, it takes time. It usually takes 21 days to adapt a new anything that you do. So just take that time. Don't overwhelm yourself, because it can be overwhelming when you're making a change. You're so used to not doing something, laying in the bed, or it's easy to do those things. But when you're trying to make a change and it's hard, it's difficult, you have to push yourself. You have to say, you know what? I want different. I want to change. I want to be happy. I don't want to keep self-sabotaging my ideas, my plans, my life. And just do it. Just do it. So with procrastination, delaying or avoiding tasks, even when they are important or necessary, myself, I find myself guilty with doing this, because I never knew how to really deal with issues until I got older. I'm always just say, you know what, I'll deal with that later. I'm not even going to deal with that right now. But it's not good to do that. You need to deal with it head on. Just deal with your issues. Try to, even if you need to talk to someone to help you sort through what you're going through, it's better than just putting it off and procrastinating and trying to deal with it later, because you're just going to keep putting it off. And guess what? 10 years, 15, 20 years have gone by and you're still putting that off. So procrastination is a big deal with self-sabotaging you and yourself. Believe it or not, most people are addicted to feeling bad. And they don't feel good about themselves unless something terrible or tragic happens in their life. They just feel like, you know what? What is going on? Life is going too good. What am I doing? Like, I know something's going to happen. I'm going to give it by the end of the day, and I'm going to get a bad phone call, or something's not going to go the way I think it should go. So that feels normal to me. That is not normal. That is not a normal life. You shouldn't feel like something bad should happen and that is your normal. So you just have to get out of your own way. You have to get out of your own way and know that you are important. You can be loved. You can be happy. So yes, thank you for watching episode. I'm going to try to drop an episode every week on maintaining your life. I'm just trying to be stylish, and I want you to join my channel, join the V game, and be stylish with me. Thank you for watching. Bye.